Krafters FTB server, and we're going to do some fun stuff today. I got new plans, but a couple of things I want to say right off the bat. So I'm back to the Sphax BD Craft texture pack, and I did that because it was able to get it updated, and it's awesome, and it runs great, and I just missed it, and my building looks so much better. I mean, it kind of helps me understand what I think I should have done in the regular texture pack. I think what I like is that it gives it some more weight because of the glass panes having the border, having the frame, and I think that really helps. You can't see it. Well, yeah, it's awesome. I think it looks exactly how I wanted it to look. Well, more or less. But anyway, so I'm back to that. I just wanted you guys to know that I am going to stick with this texture pack now. I mean, even the stuff that sold me, what I was really waiting for is like this, you know, the interfaces to get updated, the project table interfaces updated. All the machines look fantastic. It's really good. All the ores, it changed those silly Zycraft whatever ores look so much better now. Everything does. So anyway, I'm happy about that. I just want to let you know. Okay. That my son was playing Minecraft with me, and he really wanted me to make some lightsabers, and that's what I came up with. So those are my lightsabers. We have to make a Darth Vader too over here, so you may see one. We'll tear it down though before it gets too out of control. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to say is, so I keep saying this is the Krafters FTB server, but you guys never see anybody else on here with me, and that's because Circaz has been on vacation still. He won't be back until I think like next week. And he'll probably be playing then. I think he's going to make a couple of wrap-up videos on the old server or the other server. It's not really the old server. It's still on the old 1.4.5 or 4.4 FTB pack. But yeah, anyway, so he will be playing, and then we're gonna be making some plans and figuring out what to do next. But I won't be alone. So what else did I want to tell you guys? I've been doing a lot. I mean, I did a lot of work. Okay, so I think I told you in the last video, my wife had this idea, and I'm happier with it now. To me, the whole thing is kind of acceptable. It's not fantastic, but acceptable. So we're going to go with it. Today, a couple other things. I've been finally decided to start enchanting, so I went and murdered cows and got myself an enchanting table. I just threw it down here because I didn't really want to make a big room for it. So here's my enchanting table, and I've enchanted a bunch of stuff during my mining stuff, but I've been enchanting basically like ruby pickaxes and stuff. When I get like a 15 level enchant, and then I just use that, and then this one's an efficiency 3 I just enchanted. That'll be okay. And then this is Unbreaking 3 Silk Touch 1. So this is an awesome pick because it'll last for a while, and it'll give me that ability to bring diamonds up to macerate them along with redstone and all that stuff. So a quick note, you cannot put diamonds in here. They just, I mean, you can, but they don't do anything special. They just trudge along. They just go right through and become a single diamond. So that's okay, but I think what we would prefer is to have them macerated into 2. So we'll do that. I'm just preparing because we're going to do some work today. So a couple of things. The first thing I want to do is I forgot. I don't know why I was thinking about it incorrectly. I wasn't really thinking that I could just take these saplings that I wanted to get, like the chestnut and the sequoia sapling, and we can just bone meal those things. There's no reason to sit around and wait for them to grow and wonder why they aren't. So let's put these down. There's a bunch of really cool wood. And this, I think, is going to be one of them. So where do we want to put this sequoia? We're probably just going to chop it down, but let's go put it over by our building. I think it's going to help to have some company over here, and it's going to get some today. So we're going to work on one of the things that I've been the most excited about, and I didn't jump on it right away because I wanted to kind of get us like, you know, going on a building and have a place to work and kind of take it a little slow, but now I just can't wait any longer. So you guys will see what I'm talking about in a minute. So let's see. Okay, so that doesn't work at all. You can't even bone meal that thing. I think you can bone meal this one. I I gotta figure out what you do about those. You can't bone meal these. I thought you could bone meal. I thought I saw somebody do it the other day. Okay, well, never mind. I was watching, I think it was Etho. I think Etho found some crazy saplings and bone mealed them, and I thought that was, okay, well, never mind. We're not going to do that. I was hoping we could because I was going to use the fancy new wood, whatever it was. I know he got like a balsa sapling and some other stuff, and I know that he threw some bone meal on those, so I just got to figure out why I can't do that. So anyway, on to the next thing. The next thing is going to be working on, I have a different plan. So I told you guys that I was going to do, Buildcraft power with biogas to the EU power through this method up here. People have been telling me a lot of stuff. There's something I think there's something else you can do. You don't have to use. Oh, I need to get some. You don't have to use the magma crucible to convert, I don't think, into EU. There's another way to do it, although I just don't know what it is. So I'm going to have to work on that. But let's get this stuff going. But I think I have an even better way, or at least a more interesting way, and this is the thing I was talking about being so excited about, and that is using Red Power's wind turbines. And there's a couple of things that I'm extremely happy about with those. Oh, nice. We got some diamond. I've been putting, this is lava that came from another pass. Oh, so this thing has reached its limit because it had filled up that as well. So we're getting a lot of lava, and it's time to move this. We won't do it right now. I've been getting my turtle going. This thing is now my new best friend again, now that I can just pick it up and move it around, and it's got, whenever it's got fuel, it stays, and this is extremely handy. So he clears out space for me, and I can just keep on mining. So we'll move this again in a minute. I don't need to do it right now because we got to work on our mining operations anyway. I guess what we could do is have it start picking itself up. Let's put all this in here. Cool. All right. Oh, you know what I will do, though? I'll bring some of these with me so I can power my generator in my workshop. Anyway, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to use the Buildcraft, or the Red Power to Buildcraft engine. It has an engine that will work directly on Buildcraft. We're going to use that to power a magma crucible. So we are going to do the same thing. We're just not going to use biogas. That's my current plan, at least. But the first thing we got to do is get one of those things going. So I want to show you, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a totally different kind of building style than we were used to. When I say that, I mean crafting style. So if we go to look at the Kinetic generator, okay, we need some brass, some all this, it looks fine, and then a blue electric motor. Blue electric motor doesn't look that bad. It's iron ingots, whatever, right? And then we get into the copper coil, and we start seeing some interesting stuff. We get iron bars, which is no big deal. We've got some iron, and then fine copper wire. And to do that, we need nothing less than iron panel strips and diamond panels. And that's going to we're going to need 2 blocks of diamond to make this thing. And I'm going to bite the bullet and do it because I believe that it's going to be fun and cool and a good way to generate energy. I could be drastically wrong, but we'll see. So I've been doing some mining, like I said, and I've got a lot of stuff. I like all the new textures. They're really good, but these are stacks of redstone. Finally got some lapis. Got a fair amount of tungsten, which I'm not even sure what to do with yet. But yeah, so we're coming along, and got a lot of gems and stuff. I don't have a lot of diamonds. I only have 18, which is enough. Let's grab those. But I do have, where's it at? I do have 6. That's another 12. I need to keep enough to make our macerator and stuff, but I'm going to have to go do some more mining before we go that direction. But I think I can get what I'm trying to do done anyway. So let's think about this. Am I right? If it was or covers, there we would get 8 out of a block, but panels we only get 4. And to get 4 panels out of a block, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got to have 2 of those, right? Yep, 2 of those. So we're just going to bite the bullet. I don't know if this makes you guys as nervous as it does me, but wait a minute. Oh, you put them in a compressor, don't you? I think I have to put them in the compressor. I forgot about that. So let's get that going. Probably better to get some lava going in here as well. I guess 10's good to start. There we go. All right, let's get these in the compressor. No, that's an extractor. Do I even have a compressor? I may not even have a compressor. Let me build one. I'll be right back. I guess got a compressor going, and it seems like it's doing something, so that's a good sign. Notice I have a lot of string. We'll get to that in a minute. We're going to need those as well. So, what else do we need? For our kinetic generator, we're going to need some iron bars. So let's go ahead and get those running. I might have some iron bars. Do I have iron bars? One of the things you can do, if you double click here, you can search within your inventory. I'm not sure who it was that pointed that out to me, but that's pretty cool. So you can put like iron, and I can start looking through, and if you see it, it will show up. Right, so iron shows up highlighted. So that's just kind of a cool trick. I didn't know that before. People get annoyed with that interface, but that makes it useful all of a sudden. Okay, so we got some iron bars, and so there's two different versions of this windmill that we can use, and I'm going to go with the vertical version because it produces more power, but it doesn't look as cool. There's like a traditional windmill version, which I think is really cool. There we go. So we got our 2 blocks of diamond. Very sad. Oh, no. I just realized something. We need a diamond handsaw to cut the diamond block. So luckily I've got 2 diamonds up here we know about. That's funny. I probably should get this thing going again. I probably should get it back in operation. Give me those. Yeah, I should. In fact, I'll come back and do that in a minute. It's not like the extra few minutes is going to kill us. One thing I do find interesting now is having to mine at multiple levels. So I go down there and I mine at level 50, and I go down here and I mine down at level 10, because I need to get 10 in copper at the level 50, and the rest of the good stuff I can get pretty much all of it down at the bottom. So it's interesting. It's a whole new world. All right, so we're gonna make our saw, which I'm actually gonna keep. I was wasting these before, I believe, but okay. So panels. Actually, you know what? I just realized we don't need 2. Well, maybe we do. Let's see. Let's just take one of them. A slab. Yeah, we do. So 4 panels. So we're going to need both these. A slab and 4 panels. There we go. So we got our 8 panels. And we need copper and diamond. And we need to get 8 of those. So copper and diamond. I must be missing something, aren't I? As usual. Oh, draw plate. Oh, that's right. I need iron panel strips. So we got to do the same thing with iron. Somebody also mentioned, oh man, everything is in the compressor. Got to remember that. All right, let's go do this. Somebody also mentioned that what I should maybe do is put up some iron, like girders or something. Girders isn't the right word. I didn't bring my iron with me. Yeah, maybe like an iron structure system within the building over there. And I think that's actually probably a good idea. That's not going to work, is it? How do you get to an iron block? Oh, 9. Why do I always think 8? I didn't even bring 8, 9. I think I'm only going to need 1 for this. Well, that's not true, but we'll come back. Somebody mentioned, yeah, getting blocks of iron and using those to make like an iron, brace system, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like beam system over there on top of that. And I think that might be a good idea. We'll add that in as we go. I'm not sure who was. Let's see. AQ, I don't know, AQW Hoog. AQWHOOG. AQ Hog, I think is the way I always pronounce it in my head, but I doubt that's correct. So anyway, thanks for that comment. Another one So Bagman had also mentioned, he was one of the people that mentioned you could you could use netherrack instead of lava and you get more millijoules out of netherrack, which I did know. And so to produce lava in a crucible, it takes 20,000 millijoules, and netherrack will give you more. And anyway, he was talking about there's another way that you can basically, I don't know, I can't remember the whole system that he had, but anyway, another very good suggestion from Bagman, which I will be looking into. So let's see. What did I need? I needed slab strips or panel strips. So everything's basically at the panel level. So there's our panels, and then we can get some panel strips. And now, I think, so we need a block of iron and a block of, that's interesting. Okay, so we're not going to have enough of these, are we? We're going to need a whole nother. And they don't stack. Excellent. Oh, you can get diamonds out of those. That's interesting too. Okay, let me figure this out. I'll be right back. I guess I finally got all the draw plates, and then with the draw plates I need copper. So now I need 8 of those. So I should be able to just do 1. These probably don't stack either. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be stuck with a bunch of those because you get the copper wire out of, oh, what an idiot. The draw plate is just used. And now I'm stuck with 7 diamond draw plates that are totally useless. Let's see what you can use those things for. I was going to say, man, that would be so expensive. Oh, goodness gracious, we're screwed. We just wasted so many diamonds. We're never going to use that many diamond draw plates. And we have to store them all. Oh, well. Well, see, it would have been useful to look into a tutorial or something. Because look, all I do is just put a draw plate with a piece of copper and I get the copper stuff, right? So wait, where'd my copper go? I wish there was a way to do something with those. Where did my copper go? Oh, it went into my mining backpack, of course. So handy. I don't think there's anything I can do with those draw plates. I think that was a total waste. I was thinking, man, this thing is so expensive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is just ridiculous. I mean, that thing is never going to break. There's no way I'll ever use that many diamond draw plates. All right, let's put these away so they don't, at least don't get, they don't get in the way. I don't even have any places to put them. That's the problem. I guess in here. I wish there was a way to get them back. I wonder if I can put them in like this thing. Oh, I can. What's that going to get me, I wonder? Oh, nothing. It was working on the thing that it was working on. That's heartbreaking. All right. Well, you live and learn. We'll be able to wire until our heart's content. Because what do you even use the thing for? Right now, you make it for using iron wire and copper wire. I still am I'm in shock of my just blatant disregard for. Okay, well let's continue on then. So we have everything we need here. So that is going to be like that. Some iron and some of these. There we go, copper coils, and then those with okay, so we got. Oh, you know what I wanted to test? Does this work? No, that still doesn't work. It still puts the thing off to the side. Doesn't it? What's wrong? Yeah. Yeah, hold on just a sec. I'll be right back. All right, guys, sorry about that. All right, anyway, we got our parts here for the blue electric motor. So now we've got that, and then we just need to create this thing. I really wish this worked in this table. That would be nice. But anyway, so I think it was something like, yeah, something like this. The motor, and then is it just iron? Yeah. Okay, now we've got our kinetic generator. Now, we need a couple of things to go with that, and this is where the string comes in that I put over here. So, oh man, that just breaks my heart. I don't think there's anything we can do about that either. I think it's just going to be, over the course of my life, I don't know that I'll ever use that. Okay, so now we need a couple of things. We need a turbine, I believe. We need a wooden wind turbine, so we need 1, 2, 3 iron slab strips, which means more iron blocks. This is expensive. It's not cheap energy, especially when you waste that much. Especially when you waste that much to, let's make it a little bit more refined iron. Alright. I'm totally thrown off by that. That was so heartbreaking to lose all those diamonds, because I've been going so slow so far too. With my mining, it just hasn't been very productive. So these are slab strips. So I'm actually gonna, well, I guess I do. I think I'll have enough, but I have no diamonds right now. If you guys think about that, I get 4 of those. Perfect. So I get 4 of those, and then I need canvas. Is that correct? Wooden sails. These are expensive too, and I'm not even sure if we're gonna have enough string, but we're going to get started. So to do this, we need the wooden sails. We need 6 of them, and each one of those is, yeah, we're not going to have enough string. So I'm going to have to go bone meal some of our flax. Luckily, I've been doing a little bit of work with flax. But we need, so how many of these do we need total? Total canvas, we need 6 times 6. So we need 24 of those, right? Is that right? No, 36, right? Sorry. 6 times 6, 36. So 6 times 6 canvas. All right, let me get some string, because we're going to need a lot, and some sticks ready, and we'll come back. All right, guys. I think I got enough for my canvas here. So there we go. So that will give me 36 canvas, which will get us our 36, or our 6 sails. So canvas is done. Then we need, this is really depleting my resources. I had, it's about basically 4.5 stacks of string to get that. Then I need, for each of these, so I need 12 and 6. So I finally got some wood sorting taking care of it. Didn't I have, I thought I just got logs. Guess not. I think I can use these. So let's see, 12 of these. Let's go make a bunch. And something like this. And I was afraid of that. I don't think I can use redwood. Oh, other way around. I can. Awesome. There we go. So we got, give me some of those. 6 of those, and then the iron slabs. Okay, so I think I put those over here. There. Okay. And ta-da. Okay. So I believe, man, and it wouldn't have been nearly as expensive. How many diamonds did we waste? We only needed 1 panel. And we could have gotten 6 of our diamonds back. So we wasted a total of 14 diamonds. I just have to know. I just have to know. That's not the worst thing that's ever happened. I've wasted a lot more. I'm gonna have to look at these things all the time and be like, oh, what do you do with? Hopefully, maybe they'll. So the idea is that it's a draw plate, right? It's a tool that you use that you draw copper across to somehow make that, and it's totally useless to me, totally. But we're on track. So now we need a couple of things. We need a bat box. And no, we don't. We need a battery box. Sorry. Battery box. This one. And that's going to require some iron in this. I think I got that. Let me go ahead and make one of these and get some of the blue alloy wire. We're also going to want to go to a new thing called 10K wire, which I believe Direwolf was saying he thought it was a temporary recipe, and that's definitely like a LRM. She would do that. The blue alloy wire plus wool to make 10K wire. It doesn't seem like a very robust recipe for that. I'm sure that will get more expensive, but we will take advantage of it since we just used 14 diamonds that we didn't need to use. Anyway, so we'll make some blue alloy wire as well, so that's just going to be a bunch of wool and ingots. So I will get on to get the batteries and the wire going, and then we'll just go play with this thing. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I have a very temporary structure set up here. Well, I don't know if the structure is temporary, but it's just for testing purposes. And I went ahead and made 3 bat boxes. I'm not sure how many we'll need, but so yeah, I'm going to just try this out. So I'm going to put these here, and this is going to feed into these, and we'll see how much power we end up getting out of that. So the idea is that this is just going to be a very basic kind of well, I know a couple of things. We have to keep obstructions away, and I think we're up high enough that really it should, because it's going to scan for blocks, and then it's going to do its thing, and I think it should be okay. That's unfortunate. I can't put a ladder there. Huh. Oh well, you have to walk up to that. You have to do a little jump. There's no block on the bottom. Okay, so now I think what we're going to do is put the thing down here. This will be interesting. Okay, so there is our wind turbine, and then we put this in there. And nothing occurs. All right, well, let me see. We're obviously missing a step. I'll be right back. All right, guys, it looks like everything is right. So the only thing I can think is that I actually placed it incorrectly, which kind of makes sense. So let me break it. I think possibly I got to place it like here. Let's see. That looks more like it. There we go. Is that not the coolest freaking thing ever? Oh, I'm so excited about that. Oh, I'm gonna go down this way now because we've... Okay, so apparently there's a whole like bearing model system to where the bearings have to be broken in and whatnot, so it won't even, I don't think it'll even spin right away. Oh, and I don't have any, I took the cable off it. Can I even get in here? I can't. So you gotta climb up. This is cool. I love this thing. This is, oh no, it is. It's connected. And our wind level's not, I think that's our wind level or something. It's not real high. But it should start to spin here eventually. Let's give it a second. Yeah, you can see it just slowly spinning. Look at that. Oh man, that is epic. That is the coolest thing I've seen in Minecraft, I think. And I never did, I don't even know honestly what better than wolves is, like what the, because I know there was windmills and like water wheels and stuff in that. Man, that's really good looking. That is really good looking. So it was a waste. It was worth the 14 diamond waste. That is cool. Now, I probably didn't need to put it all the way back there. and maybe I'll move it. I don't know. Because the next concern I have is I need to learn more about the red power electricity, and like, does it lose power over distance and all that? But you can see it's just really slowly spinning, and then it's going to start to spin faster and faster. And I think that looks pretty cool. I mean, yeah, that looks pretty cool. So I think that's going to do it for today, guys. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, which was to at least get a prototype of the power source that we're going to get in place. So what I'll do, let me show you the next step to this, and we'll start with that next time. Yeah, these are starting to get some power. I need to get the voltmeter or whatever. I think that's what it's called. Let's see, voltmeter. Yeah, I need to get one of these, and we'll start testing this thing out and see how much it's putting out. But man, that thing is cool. I'm going to put up one of the horizontal ones, like the traditional style windmills. They don't produce as much power. This thing produces like, I don't know, a lot more than a solar panel. And we can make more of these pretty easy now that we've got the diamond part worked out. So that's the good news. We could probably get 3 of these, I would think, going, and then we're going to have to use this 10K wire. Volcanic species. That must be for... Anyway, so, yeah, you can see it's starting to pick up a little bit of speed. It has to break in the bearings, I guess, and all that. So there's kind of a cool system that they modeled. The next thing we're going to do is get the thing called... Oh, man, it's a new engine, and I believe it's blue electric engine, and it's going to take a blue electric motor, so we're going to need that, which is good. Good thing we can make 1,000 of those. Brass, some brass gears, all very easy to do. That motor looks amazing when you place it. It's got some really cool spinning effects, and anyway, you can hook that up from here straight into the magma crucible. So potentially this could power a magma crucible, which could power a generator. I mean, that's my idea. That's what I want to do. So what I might do is make this the power station. Now that I think about it, there's two problems I see. One, I kind of want to come out of here. I don't know. I don't know if I want this thing to output all of my different types of power. Like, for instance, we could have this, dig underground, right? And we could have like a little power panel over here by the building, like on the corner, and it's got 3 outputs. It could have like a Buildcraft power out, like an MJ output, a Bluetricity output, and an EU output. It could have like all 3 outputs, right? And then we tap into those. But to do that, we would have to have, like, what I was thinking of is under that thing, we would do the conversions. We would have come out of one of the bat boxes and just go straight to Bluetricity, come out of one of them and with blue electric engines, and come over here and then convert and then set up the geothermal array down there, and then come out of that with like an MFE or something over there into here. But that would make this kind of the power plant, and then you just dish power out, and then we could use it for other things around here. And that power plant could be fed by all of the different wind turbines. It's really starting to pick up speed. That's excellent. The other thing we could do is we could have this just be Bluetricity, right? You only get Bluetricity power out of these. You can see it's starting to push some energy in. You only get Bluetricity power out of these, and then the Bluetricity power would be used. You would basically have a power hookup right next to your building, whichever building it would be. So run Bluetricity to wherever, and then use that to do whatever you want with the buildings. So you wouldn't do all of the conversions and all the different power production over here. You would do that within the building. So Bluetricity would run into here. You could have Bluetricity, you could split that then with a bat box or something and go Bluetricity out in case you want to run Bluetricity in here. You could do conversion to EU or whatever. I think I'm leaning towards that because the other would take more planning, I think. I would need to think through a little bit further. I mean, this way I can just say, okay, any building that wants Bluetricity power gets it from here. And then, solar would be probably on site. I like the idea of like central power kind of, but I also then kind of like the idea of everything kind of having its own power. Like this could be a central bluetricity, and we can run that to, you know, a couple of buildings around the area. But I like the idea that everything would have its own power plant for like. Look how great these blocks look, by the way, on this texture pack. I like the idea that potentially everything can have its own like version of EU power. So this thing, we could just use EU from this, and then when we build, you know, some other machine or other building over there, it could use solar once we get the processing plant up, and we can do solar. So anyway, our world is coming together. I feel like that was a great addition. So anyway, all right, guys, I think I'm running long, so thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter, MinecraftOTB. I've been getting a lot of good comments there, and I really appreciate those. I also like just getting a normal comment here, and I will respond to each and every one. Tell your friends, as usual, and hopefully I'll get this one out today, which will be Sunday, and I will start working on the next steps. I think I'm going to do some mining. Well, I think what I'm going to do, I have to do some mining because I need some diamonds to make a macerator, and I'm not gonna not produce my diamonds. So, I guess I'll get that going.